What's up, everybody? It's your favorite show, Get a Bucket. I'm Trey, this is Chris, and we're the hosts of Get a Bucket. Hey, how's everything with you, my boy?
Happy March Madness, my brother.
Happy March Madness, baby. Like, I don't think they understand the struggle we have to do to get on camera for you, but we love y'all. So we gotta give y'all some content to talk about. Like you said, brother, it's March Madness.
Yes,
so this is our motivational segment. We're putting it as our motivational segment because, well, hopefully we motivating these teams to win us some money in the day. Like, I'm sorry, like, you know, make it entertaining, but give us some change in the pocket. So I'm gonna start it off with my Final Four prediction / wish list, which I throw a slash in there because when you see the jersey and you hear the list, you understand why. So we gotta talk about. I got to give some flowers to UConn. They did their thing, all right? You know what I'm saying? Back-to-back titles, that could be a thing. We got to say Kansas. They normally get swept, like, you know, to the left by me. But for whatever reason, I'm like, maybe they got a shot this season. They maybe. We got to also talk about Kentucky because, hey, Calipari, we haven't really seen too much stuff from you. But at the same time, I do expect y'all to produce respectfully. Like this is the quality year. And I'm not saying hot seat, but some eyes are gonna be on you. And finally, Arizona, because when it's all said and done, I think they could actually end up matching up against a team that Caleb Love knows quite well, and that would help them out greatly. So that's my Final Four prediction. Again, fellas, please motivate. I hope that's motivating for y'all. I hope so, because like y'all can definitely help me out. Chris, who you got?
Mine is UConn. Pretty much honest reasons. You said Carolina. You already know Tar Heels until I die. Who cares? Who cares about y'all? Who cares about y'all? Whatever. Houston and Purdue.
Okay. Now I'm just asking this really quickly because we got to talk about the women, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking about we team equality on Get a Bucket. But you genuinely believe UNC is getting to the Final Four? Because I didn't put Duke in there, one, because I got question marks, but two, I don't want to, jinx us and then we don't get there. So I hope they listen to me and this is motivating to get y'all tails right. But you genuinely believe UNC?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Cool. I'll take that. That's fair. Y'all been playing pretty well. Now on the women's side, brother, I said to be on team equality, and this might be a little unfair to say, the girls have been actually more entertaining than the men. So I had to get the storylines out the way with them boys. Who you got for the women?
South Carolina.
Ooh.
Texas.
Okay.
LSU.
Oh.
And USC.
No Iowa. Okay, that's right. I gotta say this, ladies and gentlemen. South Carolina, y'all could win me some money because I put money on y'all to win it last season. Like after you lost, after LSU won, I said South Carolina gonna get it next season. I'm tempted to cash out.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Only reason why I'm not maybe is because the Nuggets last season I did the same thing.
Do it.
Stanford. We talked. I think you might have swayed me a little bit on Stanford when it all said and done. LSU, I'm a little surprised we're in agreement with, but not at the same time. I think losing to South Carolina like they did puts a little fire on them. So I'm expecting them to be, irritated the entire way.
Lock and load.
You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, you got to face Caitlin Clark. That's a hurdle to get over too. Finally, UConn. Because I expect someone like Paige to get past someone like Juju right now. If you want to talk about later on in life, cool. But right now, I expect, even with the injuries, Paige to be able to get over Juju. Timing reason. It's a timing reason thing.
Okay.
So if we can't do that, then expect me to look at Paige a little differently. But I got to say, because this is a quick question, and it'll be a solid transition on into the next segment, but if you had to choose, which Final Four would you rather go watch?
Easy than women. Easy than women.
Okay. I feel that. I do feel that. I understand. I feel that. But we gotta move on right past it from the motivational post. You know what I'm saying? And talk about the trivia segment, brother. You got some good questions today?
Yes, I sure do, my good brother.
All right, so what you got for us, bro? What you got?
All right, so would you rather have Trae Young from Oklahoma or Chris Duhon from Duke?
All right, I'm gonna start it off like this. Who you rocking with? Actually, you know what? Because you did that first last time, I'm gonna do, because I feel like they're gonna think I'm just trying to go opposite of what you do, right? My point guard, if I had to choose, it would be Chris Duhon. From this standpoint, he's a better two-way player than Trae Young. I get it. Trae Young had a phenomenal season. I also would like to highlight that, Duhon champion. And then, even though he was on a solid squad the years afterwards, he did pretty well in taking this team decently. You know what I'm saying? Like, he went a little further than Trae. Now, he had more help. But again, I've seen a little bit better leadership, better two-way player. So I go Chris Duhon.
Okay.
Who do you?
I pick Trae Young because he was Steph at a younger age. Here's why I say that. Because you see what Curry is doing now. Mm. Trae was doing that in college. And you never seen a point guard literally do this that Curry do. And only that, he played in a more better conference than ACC, which is the Big 12. So I give you like, at leadership wise, Duhon, all of that. But like, if I want like a bucket getter, like I said, get a bucket, I'm picking Trae Young.
I hear that. And offensively, again, I lean Trae Young. I just think the better two-way player
overall guard is Duhon.
Yeah, I think that would have been Duhon.
Okay.
Also, I just want to say, I don't think Trae Young. I know you say, like, I get where you're coming from, because he's able to shoot the ball with range, right? I get that. But at the efficiency, like, he wasn't like that. Like, so that's why I say I get where you're coming from. I know that's been said before. Let's try to dispel that narrative, though. But I that was a solid one. What's the next one you got for me, my boy? Is this a start bench cut?
Yes, it will be a start bench cut.
Okay.
John Cal, the late great Lou Olson, and Coach K.
That's tough.
I mean, he is a Hall of Famer too. I mean, all three coaches are Hall of Famers.
I'll say, just off the strength of respect, I gotta go K.
Okay.
Lou.
Okay.
And then Cal.
Okay.
Because as a coach, I mean, I don't know of a better one than K in college. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Like, yes, you can argue something, but for me personally, I see the jersey. I don't know of a better one. Lou, you had a talented team, but we also beat you. And then, with all due respect, right? And then, yeah, Cal's more of a recruiter than a coach, so I would say that.
Okay.
Do you?
I wholeheartedly agree. Like,
you agree?
Yeah.
Bad. We got to look. I'm about to say, if we got the agreement, we're gonna go to the next one. Yeah, because look, they don't want to hear us regurgitate something. So what you got? What's the next one? What's your final one?
My final one. Okay, would you rather get dunked on by Vince Carter or get a dunked on by Zion?
Oh, that's easy. That's Vince. Somebody jump over me. Like, I'm good. Zion, it does not matter what happens, bro? Like I'm about like yeah, no, that's like he might kick me accidentally. I might just yeah, nah, I'm cool. I'm not even jumping with Zion. Who you go with?
Oh, I'm not jumping with Vince. I'm sorry. I'm not jumping with Vince.
I'm not trying to jump with either, but you said would you rather? So
yeah, would you rather?
So you gonna jump? You gonna try to jump with Zion? Oh, brother, you crazy? Nah, you asking that might be a death wish. Like that. Like you gotta actually try and meet that man at the rim.
Why not?
Why not is wild. You got okay. All right, you have fun with that. If y'all watching, someone please set this one up. I'll pay top dollar. Zion, please. You won't injure yourself. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Look who we jumping over. And if it would have been the same with me, brother, I bowed out gracefully. I saw what you did at my program. I'm cool. I don't want no smoke. But look, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do is take a quick hiatus, pay some bills, come right back. Because we got more programs to talk about, more things, more basketball, more stories that we want to share with y'all. So hope you like the show. Hope you like the show so far, and stay tuned.
Are you a small to mid-sized business in the DMV? Do you want to transform technology into a power tool that moves your business forward? What about cost-effective and time efficiency? Then Elite IT can help. We're confident Elite IT offers the best network services, computer support, or general IT consulting in the DMV. With services such as managed IT, cloud, cybersecurity solutions, hardware and software procurement, data backup and recovery, and surveillance, Elite IT is a one-stop shop that offers quick and proactive response times, a reputable brand, along with experienced and business-savvy professionals. So come on down. You're only one click away from making your IT systems elite. Hooping is an activity that can be enjoyed by all. It's a team game about getting and stopping buckets. Everyone's always rushing to the gold. Well, make sure to rush and watch Team Gold Rush, one of the best teams in the Special Olympics of Virginia. Team Gold Rush even has former NBA All-Star participants on the team. Clearly, they've struck gold. Ready to suit up and practice? I know. We talking about practice. Not a game. We talking about practice. Practice still makes perfect. So when the opponent starts hitting their shots, Team Gold Rush can bounce back due to their training. Remember, offense sells tickets and defense wins championships. Watch us get a bucket and rush for the gold. We aim to be that gold standard. So want a team where you can win and have fun? Team Gold Rush is your number one.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. I told y'all we would be back real quick. So, hope y'all enjoyed the commercial so far. Hope you enjoyed the program so far. But it's going to get even better. We gonna have to talk about one of the best segments, I think. The Wacky Segment, ladies and gentlemen, because, well, you get to tell me whether or not I'm funny. You know what I'm talking about? Because it's either wacky in a good way or whack, low energy, right? So, look. This thing has been trending all damn day. I'm talking about I woke up, I got my tea, I scratched my tail. You know what I'm saying? Like I did all the day-to-days. And the first thing I saw when I turned on the television was a baptism like none other. It was abuse, actually. I don't even need to put anything religious around it because you know what? Word on the street, Penny from Good Times called John Collins up and was like, damn. Because Anthony Edwards destroyed him. Who even made the pass? I forgot. I just remember he made the pass. That was it. He was on the team. He's on the roster. He's on the Wolves. Shout out to you because you did your job.
Daniels.
Thank you. You know what, McDaniels, we need to give you your flowers because you could have shot it and you rightfully passed because we would have missed a highlight for years like this one. And John Collins can dunk. That's the crazy part. And then you think too, okay, well, Ant's about to actually injure himself after that dunk because he does go back to the locker room, but like word on the street was he didn't really, it was intentional actually. He went back there, he had one of his side pieces coming in, you know what I'm saying? He had to give her the keys to the spot real quick. It was all theatrical. That's all it was. So he actually, the fact that he was able to plan this in game and to have a reason to go handle his side piece right quick. Like, hey, yo, Ant, you're the GOAT, right? That is a Jordan story right there, dog. Like, this is when legends are born, ladies and gentlemen. So, I mean, I don't know. What do you think? Was that wacky or was that wacky?
Bro, it's both but wacky. Cause
how was my segment? How was my segment? My job, like my segment.
Yo, was wacky.
Okay, but wacky in a good way.
Yeah, it's wacky in a good way.
That's okay. All right, cool. So we got the video wacky in a good way. Then we got my performance wacky in a good way. Okay, I'll take that. So then I think we can fast forward to the next segment, which is throwbacks. I like how that actually worked out. I just led with my segment, so I'm gonna let you go. Let you go. What you got for us, my boy? What you got for us? Talk to me.
The Butler almost upset of the decade. It was Butler versus Duke, and Butler gave Duke a game from start to finish. If Gordon Hayward had made that shot, that would probably be the greatest upset of this decade. I'm not going to hold you. Honestly. I mean,
that was a good shot. Like it
was a good miss.
No, it was a good shot, bro. Because you got to think how close that was to going in. Like, dude, I remember wholeheartedly watching it. I want to say this was this my senior year of high school or freshman year of college? One of the two.
Freshman year of college.
And like, I'm watching the shot go up, and it looks good from jump. It looks on target, and mind you, he was hooping. He was having a wonderful tournament. So just for it, I'm just like, there's no way. And then it gets past half court, and it's like, there's no way. And then it gets like past the 3-point line, and it's like, it's no way. Like, so when it hit that backboard, I was like, there's no way. Like that was a really good throwback, and that was very emotional because if he hit that, you're absolutely right. The biggest like upset, that is the best play, and most importantly, you would have had me crying. So I would have, I'm rocking with you on that. That was a good one. That's a good one. That's a solid throwback. Because also we won too. That's really a reason why. I gotta look at for my throwback. I gotta say, I'm talking about Kentucky in 2015. Now hear me out. Because Cal, he won his last championship in 12. 15, we thought he was going to win it, but you lose to Frank the Tank and them. And it was demoralizing because you lost one game the entire season. You have Karl Anthony Towns, D Book, you had
Willie Cauley-Stein.
Yeah, Willie Cauley-Stein. You had the Harrison twins. Like that was a really solid squad. And why can't I forget the point? Why do I forget the point guard off the bench? Short guy.
Eulis.
Tyler Eulis. Like, you had a really solid squad, bro. This year, you got to do something. Because folks are going to remember you consistently losing, recruiting, all that good stuff. But that moment, I was nervous. We won that year. I was nervous, and we played them. Like, there were years where I was nervous of Kentucky. Like, 2015 was a high. I was more nervous than maybe 2010. When they had John Wall in them, I was more scared of the 2015 team. So, for me, that's why I had to bring that up. Because I'm not trying to say Cal's, like, like, is worried about his job or should be. But that's what I'm going to think about if they don't get respectably far. Like, if we don't, Shire's young. If they don't,
you got questions.
You have questions. So that's my throwback. And I don't even want to I'm sorry I made it too slanderous on Cal if it seemed that way. But that's what it's going to seem like if they lose early for me. So, and that just brought me back to 2015 because that was the last time I'm like, these boys are really, truly dominant. And Kentucky was an animal. But I think that's enough throwbacks. Not enough throwbacks for today?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You should. Okay. All right. Well, you know what? We might want to take a quick little hiatus and come right back, pay some more bills. Because bills be tricky. They be piling up every once in a while. Now, I don't get it, too, because I thought I paid them all earlier, right? but when we come back, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have the final segment. So hope y'all enjoying the episode thus far. Stay tuned.
Sports is one of the few things that genuinely connects us together. Whether with coworkers, friends, family, we all love the entertainment. Well, here on Get a Bucket, my goal is to talk about sports and its cultural impact. The WNBA, for example. The WNBA is loads of entertainment, from the new rookies battling, displaying their skill sets, and preparing to take the league by storm, to the titans and the MVPs of the league clashing for battles we'll always remember. From imagining the soon-to-be possibilities, to admiring and treasuring the finales. Get a Bucket is a platform where other sports analysts, hoopers, coaches, and fans of the show come and talk about the WNBA, both negatives and positives. So if you haven't, take a quick peek. At the very least, you'll have a good time. Remember, sports is one of the few things that genuinely connects us together. So please, tune in and stay connected.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. And matter of fact, look, I've been trying to make sure we follow this program kind of nicely. You know what I'm saying? That's why I got my daggone computer. But here's the thing. This is his segment. I'm going to get to kick back and relax. Like, talk to me, bro. What you got for us? It's the... What's it? Oh, let's go.
But we're not doing NBA. We're doing March Madness. Yeah. So, I got a 1v1 that you probably might like. A 3 versus 3 you may not like, but the 5v5 you probably going to like think about it. But you ready?
What you got for me?
All right. And folks, comment down on your answers too. Tell your mom. But you ready?
I'm ready. What we got?
All right, the first one. Jay Will versus Raymond Felton. I know.
Like, come on now. What? That's easy. That's easy work. What we are. Woo! Excuse me, Ray. Oh, I got him. It's about to be crazy out there, boy. You think different? Argue with your mama if you think different, okay? You think different for real?
As a Carolina fan, I never seen a point guard came out of Duke like Jay Will before.
I was about to say, brother, but there's no buts behind that.
Ain't no bust.
Okay, so you agree. I was about to say because I don't respectfully, I don't even think UNC should have had Raymond Felton as their point guard. I thought it should have been Chris Paul. But that's another discussion for another day. You know what I'm saying? That's a solid little 1v1. Something light. Some slight. Okay, talk to me. What's the threes? What's the threes? Threes, baby. Threes.
Okay. Oh, got it. Magic Johnson, MJ, and Kareem, all in college. Versus Jason Williams, White Chocolate, Clyde the Glide, Houston, and Ralph Sampson, Virginia.
How are you gonna give everybody's college but Jason Williams?
I say Jay Will, Florida.
You said White Chocolate.
Yeah.
You didn't say Florida.
Oh, my bad.
That's what I'm saying.
My bad.
You gonna list his teammates off? Dang, like you don't like Jay Will for some reason? All right, so
I love white chocolate.
I ain't gonna hold. I mean, this is another easy one for me. I lean Jordan and them.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Kareem and them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like what? Jason Williams cannot compete with Magic and Jordan. I don't think so. Like, and that's who he'd have to guard. And yeah, this is gonna be tough.
Okay.
Okay. Who you got?
Of course, I definitely agree.
All right, brother. I'm just saying right now, you got two. You gave me two easy ones. This 5v5, it better be tough, bro. It better be solid. What you got? Because I'm over here like I thought you was about. Because last week you hit me with you gave me some solid 1s, 3s, and 5s. This one, yeah.
I got you. The Okafor Duke team, starting 5, versus the Paolo Duke team, starting 5.
It's unfair because I gotta go off talent, Paolo and them. But what keeps the Okafor squad around is the leadership that we had. But like starting 5, you gotta look at it. Okafor versus Williams, that's gonna be an uphill battle for Okafor. And then you got Winslow having to guard Paolo the whole time. It'd be interesting. But I would lean the 2020 season personally.
Okay.
I'm sorry, 2022. I'm sorry, that was 2022. Yeah, I would lean that.
Okay.
You think differently?
For once, I do.
You got
the only thing that I swayed the 2015 team from the 2022 team was the first thing you said, leadership. I felt that team was more unique with one another, cohesive. They had a 5. They had a couple pieces off the bench. That
you said starting 5 though.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. You can't bring up the bench now.
I know, but still, they had their 5 work better.
I hear that. That's an interesting. I'm not. Because I understand. That's why I said it earlier. Like I do get it. It's just, and I think X's and O's. It's the same coach. I gotta look at players' talent, like, and then I'm also looking at the players who we mentioned on that squad. Grayson was not a starter.
He came off the bench.
So I gotta think, Quinn up against someone like Keels. That's a big height difference right there. Like that, I don't get. Rhodes is going up against Tyus or Quinn. That's a comparable height difference right there.
You got AJ versus Wendell.
So, no. AJ didn't start for us. We had Wendell starting, because it was Rhodes. Actually, you know what? That's what's crazy. We could have actually just had Keels, because Roach might not have even been starting for us. Keels, AJ, Wendell, Paolo, Mark Williams versus Tyus, Quinn. Who's our 4?
Justice.
No, I mean 3. Was it
Esumama?
Nah.
Emil.
I was gonna say Emil too, but I didn't. I thought he might have graduated earlier than that. But so we got Emil, and then when Emil got injured though. No, he got injured his. Was it junior? It was junior year.
Yeah, junior year.
So it wasn't Emil then. Who the hell did stop for us? Either way, I'm looking at 6'8", 6'6",
and 16
and 6'11".
Oh yeah.
Like unless Jaleel just completely overpowers Mark Williams. like I don't see Quinn Cook tipping the scales that way compared to what I saw the 2022 team do guard wise. So leadership wise, I do hear you on the cohesion, and that's why I mentioned it earlier. I just thought it might be an easier time for the 2022 season. But I mean, either way, we win the game, so I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that answer. But that
They got one for me.
nah, brother, this was your segment. I don't do your. I don't run your show. You don't join on my wacky segment. I don't join on your fantasy segment. That's line in the sand cross. Come on now. But but knowing that, that's cool. I might prepare one another time.
Okay.
I might prepare one another time.
Okay.
I appreciate you though for extending the invite.
Oh.
See, I ain't do that to you on the Wacky Wednesday ones. That was on me. I should have extended. But you did say that you don't want to do that though, so that's the reason I need to ask you. You know what I'm saying?
I respect that.
I just want to make sure that was clear. I don't want them to think I'm just selfish as hell.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
You ain't selfish.
Nah, I am a little bit, but it's okay though. I try not to be too much. But it is what it is. But ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all please like, subscribe, comment, tell anyone about the show. My name is Trey. This is Chris. We're the host of Get a Bucket. Hope you all have a good one. Take care.
Oh, I did not know you guys were still here. As you can see, we're at the back end of the show. No pun intended, but look, hope you all enjoyed it. And before you go, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow the IG account, share the content to anybody who's anybody. And most importantly, leave your thoughts and comments below. But I got to go back and play Buddy in 2K, so let me unmute him real quick. Excuse me. Hey, boss, I'm back. Nah, you better catch this word. You know we get buckets around here, too.